Greetings and salutations, Earthlings. Zube here. And we're going to do a collective reading. Today is January 18th. Mercury is direct. Everybody except for Uranus is direct. And I believe, dang it. Hold on. I'm actually going to grab it. I'm going to tell you when Uranus is going to be direct. And I don't know if you would have heard me. I have the buffer on this pretty low, but I made some yelping sounds because I was trying to get my kitty. I have a little baby kitty, and she ran from me. I don't want to leave you all waiting. So it looks like Uranus will be direct on the 22nd. That means all of the planets are going to be online, I like to call it. So Mercury's direct today. Mercury came direct. I believe that was like the 9th. I've been traveling. Life has been kind of insane. I think I said that in my last video, but so everybody is coming in kind of full force. There's a lot of aggro out there, just in general. I have been hibernating. I have been kind of called to hibernate. So, not that my YouTube folks would necessarily know that. I don't know. There's all kinds of weird overlaps for me. Like there's Facebook people, there's YouTube people, there's IRL people in Breckenridge people, IRL in anyway, it's like weird. But yeah, it's been pretty aggro, and that's to me, that's because we've had Mars, which is our aggression, our inner warrior. Mars was retrograde for months. And now Mars is direct, and it's still in Gemini, so it's still in the same area of our chart. And it doesn't mean that we haven't gotten things done, right? But we might have been looking at how we get things done, looking at our even negotiation skills, how we go about achieving things. It all depends on where Mars is in your chart at the moment. Which reminds me, if you're interested in a personal reading, astrology or tarot, my information is down below. But yeah, it's like we might have been kind of investigating or looking at the way that we take action on things, the way that we gain momentum, the way that we go forward, which could mean that things were not necessarily progressing very easily in the meantime while we learned that lesson. So, all right, let's see what we get here. Oh, good. A nice deep breath. Magician and Justice. There's karmic stuff going on. Possibly a lot of relationship stuff going on. We've got Venus is in Aquarius now, coming into a conjunction with Saturn. So we might be looking at our relationships and how they work. Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, I feel. If you're into astrology, a lot of people believe Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, but I'm sort of old school that way. But Aquarius is ruled by Saturn because Saturn wants to build things toward the future. Saturn wants, Aquarius wants things to work for everybody. So we might be looking at our relationships, and a Saturn Venus conjunction is it's good. It's like Venus wants peace and harmony and beauty and for everything to work out. In Aquarius, it's like for the most good, for the good of all, is what just kind of came to my mind. And Saturn is like, okay, how do we structure these relationships? And it doesn't just have to be like relationships, but like friendships. Venus specifically relationships with females. And we want to, so one thing is we might be looking around and being like, okay, so how do relationships look for me moving forward? What do my friendships look like? Who am I hanging around? Where are they going? How do I feel when I'm around people? Nope. Temperance. I love the Temperance card. It's an angel. We have the sun and the moon on here. Temperance is about balance. It's like my earrings always do that. Temperance is about balance. It's being even keel. It's harnessing energies all around us, like staying peaceful in chaos, not getting overly fired up, being more measured, right? And I said this flipped out on the heels of me saying, like, who am I spending time with? How do the people that I'm with make me feel? Do they make you feel better? And I don't mean by blowing smoke up your ass, or bullshitting you, but I mean, do people, solid friends are going to tell you when you're in the wrong. Like I love that about my friends, but they're going to tell you in a loving way. It's not like a gotcha or an I know more than you do, or there's kind of a lot of that going around too, it seems like. And when I say that's going around, it's like I talk to a lot of people. I talk to people in the spiritual community. I do a lot of readings, but there seems to be a lot of like, well, I know more, or I know best, or it's just sort of know-it-all-y. Oh, duh, Jupiter is in Aries. And so that's got a little something to do with that. But with the Temperance card, this is where we just like be still. This is not overreacting, not underreacting, or at the very least coming back to that be still. Nobody's perfect, right? So you might react to something, or you might get angry about this, or you might get angry about that. But we have the Magician here, and the Magician is a reminder that we are creators. So like, the Justice card coming out, that's balancing the scales. Saturn is, again, I was saying, meeting up with Venus. So relationships might feel a little bit karmic right now. Look at situations that you're in and be like, well, how did I get myself here? Gosh, that is like always my default, because, and this is an AA thing, I can only change me, right? Like I can't, make that earring behave. When it boils down to it, all I can change is me, my thoughts, and my own actions. Like in AA, a big thing is keeping your side of the street clean and not necessarily pointing out like how the other sides of the street are messy. And always finding the part that you play in whatever situation that you find yourself in. And that's kind of that's what this justice card feels like. That's just going on. I mean, I feel like in my last reading, I got the justice card as well. Let me grab, who do I want to do? Oh, let's get these guys. They're fun. I think I pulled these last time too. I haven't been using them in a little bit. They're goofy. We'll see what comes out. Oh, I know who I want next. Watch your back. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I like positive Pollyanna over this one. And I'll be like, you don't know what is going to sneak up on you that could be good, right? And that's true. We don't know what the universe is cooking up for us as well. It's like we are creators, but we're throwing the seeds, the ideas, and the universe is growing it for us. So, but yeah, watch your back. It's kind of, that's why I think that this temperance card is coming out. It's really smart right now to just to be measured. Because there's just some kind of peskiness going on. We're not in control. Like we're not in control. And that feels like a lesson that's gonna hang around for fucking ever. Separation. Take time out. Take time out, take time to be alone with your thoughts. Don't get messy. Like there have been times, and this was a few years ago, but I'm starting to feel like it now, like sometimes other people's energy feels tarry. I'm going to explain this. It's really weird, but like there's like a black tar, and if you get into it with them, then like you get tar on you, and then you're trying to like you say something and you get the tar, and then you're like, oh, and you try to say something to get the tar off, and it's just like then it's all over you and you get all tarry. I don't know why that's kind of feeling like right now. Be more within and be very like choosy about your words. If I fall over in my chair, I'm still going to publish this because that would be really fucking funny. I want to do this stack. These are silly also. Gratitude. Yes, gratitude. All right, today I am grateful for all of the little things. Even when the big things suck, there are always plenty of little things I can be at least a little grateful for, like hot showers and music, and the fact that humans invented an internet and I'm allowed to use it whenever I want to, using fingers and thumbs that do whatever I think them to do at any given moment. So this is, be grateful for the people in your life. Look around at the people that are in your life and be grateful for them. Even when the big things suck, there are always plenty of little things I can at least be a little grateful for. We've got Temperance again. There was something that was coming to me too again about this, the magician. Like the magician has the infinity. This is eternity. There could just be old stuff. The scales are being balanced. Remind yourself that life is long and there are multiple lifetimes. And whenever I say life is long, I'm very cognizant that sometimes it isn't, but you know, then you're dead. And oh well. You don't got to worry about it. Just other people do, as I know, because my brother died. So, like, I'm not saying this, that's just the way I talk about shit. And that's what I tell myself too. I'm like, well, life is long, or maybe I'll die early. And that's not in a wishful sort of way, but I think there's a comedian or somebody who said, when you die, you don't have any problems. It's people that are still stuck living. And this is very true. I can speak from experience. Gentleness. I speak with gentleness and I listen with gentleness. I align with the gentlest part of myself and I take joy in being receptive, open, and unafraid. I'm like a baby deer who's best friends with a baby elephant. The baby elephant wraps its little trunk around my shoulders and we lie down gently on the grass, daydreaming and talking about what sorts of humans the clouds look like. Yeah, again, gratitude, gentleness. There could be something with G, with the letter G, temperance. This is angelic energy. Remember your angelic team. If you need to separate, if you don't know who you can trust, with this watch your back card, in the magician card, he's alone. In the justice card, she's looking at herself. There's a like go within energy here, but not only just go within and be like, yo, I'm so fucking alone. Go within and call on spirit. Even if that's something you don't usually do. Fuck it. It's time. Like it's fucking time to jam with your spirit team. Even if you feel like an idiot or whatever, even if you live with people, even if you live with little people, talk to your invisibles. Just talk, because like I said, I don't know if it's really smart to get very wordy with other people at the moment. Um, although Mercury is direct and we might have some stuff we want to say. So I'm not excluding that, but I'm just saying be careful with your words, like choose them wisely. Yeah. Check your emotions. Check your emotions, yeah. Ooh, okay. So if at all possible, because we are spiritual beings in human bodies or however that goes. So like sometimes we just human, and humaning is not a perfect, well, we're all perfect no matter what, but check your emotions. Try not to speak out of anger. Try not to speak out of like that immediate flush of emotions. Now, express it, let it out in your car, in your house, on a scratch pad. We're moving emotions through, right? But it's like we want to have that pause, that observation, that honor and acknowledgement of that emotion that wants to pass, but we don't necessarily want to fuel our words with it. We want our words to more come from from our heart, from in like calmness. I'm really getting this like calmness, and I'm going to tell you, it's not fucking calm out there, man. Like it's just not. But I feel like the more that that if we allow ourselves to be yanked over here and yanked over there by this and that and get all emotional about all the things, we're gonna have a bad time. Let's do these. The dark moon at the moment. Is it actually? No. The dark moon is coming up though, but the moon is definitely waning. We are coming up on the new moon, which is going to be on January 20th. So there's going to be a bit of a reset, like a new beginning, coming up on Sunday or Monday. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. Yes, this is like go within as much as you can. Focus on your own light. Don't ignore emotions that want to come through, or anger or whatever. Let that shit out, let it go, right? Whatever. But focus on your own inner experience right now. And I'm going to do another one. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. To forget what I think I need. That's the, we're not in control. That's that piece. But there's also something to, like, to us just expressing our needs. It's noisy out there. We're all a bunch of ornery 2-year-olds. That's really kind of what it feels like. But you can parent your own inner ornery 2-year-old, right? And step back and say, okay, they're having a temper tantrum right now, but you know, I'm gonna just observe that temper tantrum and just try not to do it to other people. That's kind of the bonus of being an ornery 2-year-old in a adult body, is that you can choose not to have your temper tantrum in front of other people. But the key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. I am getting to pray, but listen, instead of like asking for this or asking for that. Like maybe giving what is like heavy on your heart or heavy on your mind, like give that to God, to spirit, but listen more, okay? Or cry or emote or rage. But there's something about words, like there's something about the like that words are not necessary sometimes. They fuck things up even more. That's what I'm getting. Like it's more than words. When I was in college, I dated this guy for a little while, and he had long hair. He was so cool. And he played the guitar, and we would always request that song More Than Words, because, you know, I'm 47, I think. And that song was really popular. You'll have to look it up on YouTube, More Than Words. But he said it was like his most requested song. Anyway, hi, John. Oh, John. Every day is a new beginning. So if you like threw a fit or, you know, went into hysterics, forgive yourself. Don't dwell on it. Don't chastise yourself. Don't be mad. But every day is a new beginning. Every hour is a new beginning. Every minute is a new beginning. To just reset and start. And, you know, Mars really wants to achieve. So maybe we can take some of our energy and our wanting to do stuff and put it towards like our work or an activity or something that we want to accomplish, or changing our routines, changing, you know, reading a book, learning information, something like that, especially with Mars and Gemini. But we can like use that to focus and to get things accomplished. I just don't feel like much of it's going to be interpersonal. You know, these are all about what going within, finding your own inner peace, chatting with your spirit team. I want to pull one more and I don't know. Ah, here we go. Bitch cards. Do a bitch card and we'll call it a day. Yeah, it's really it's just really rough. Mhm. Oh my God, you guys, I've literally never pulled this card before. Get your head out of your ass pronto. It's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. It's your head out of your ass pronto. It's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. Remember gratitude, okay? Don't be selfish. What goes around comes around. Maybe you're getting something that's coming around. And just observe, okay? Just observe and make sure you check yourself before you wreck yourself and all that other stuff. But yeah, and I think that's why we don't want to go like firing off with our mouth, because it's hard to see right now. Maybe because we all have our heads up our asses. Maybe we should take our heads out of our asses and pray and look up. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day on earth. Thank you if you watch this, and peace. Namaste.